Alright, today's video, I'm going to test out the KoolerAire 12 volt portable AC. Portable cooling unit is perfect for boating, RVing, and camping. Runs on a standard 12 volt DC power supply. Safe and efficient. Cool air anywhere. KoolerAire. Transforms your cooler into a mini air conditioner. Wow. I like the graphics. So the fan is going to spread out, cool everyone up. Ice cream truck. Alright, check out, everyone's all happy. She's all happy with their little Kool-Aid. And she's like, wow, what a nice fish. And she's like, honey, that's a great fish you got there. So they're having a good time in their little truck camper. Looks like a truck camper, or maybe a little trailer. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know that for the longest time I was looking for a stationary AC that I could run at all times. Never wanted to fix the factory AC in my van. I wanted to run, an AC all the time, like at rest stops or wherever. Just hang out in my van. So this is one of the products I found. Bought it like a year ago and never tested it until today. Lots of hype for this one. So let's see if this thing works. $39.99. Best-selling air conditioner in the world. Okay, this unit requires that you buy a Igloo marine cooler. So I went ahead and filled it with ice up to the line, close to the line. This is 2 bags of ice, like $5.38, 14 pounds of ice right here. So there you go. Alright, so it's pretty simple. You just put the unit in here. It's like a tight fit. There it is. It's in there. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and pull everything out. So, according to their website, this will cool down a 26-foot RV or trailer. So my van is a lot smaller than that, so I expect this to cool down my van. Well, I don't expect it, but let's go ahead and play along with KoolerAire. 26-foot trailer, okay? How long is this van in the interior? Like maybe 14 feet combined in the interior, something like that. Alright, so there's the air coming out, which is cold, but it only comes out to right here, so like, what is that, 6 inches? Okay, so here's the temperature in my van right now, 88.7 degrees. I'm going to assist this unit a little bit. Here's my divider, and then in the front I have the sunshades. So I got a little divider here. So there you go. It is, so right here, so I don't know if you sleep on top of it, the air comes out to right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the output temperature here. Put this in here so we can get the output temperature. So inside the van, it's 88.7 degrees right now. I'm gonna put it right, okay, let's wait on the output temperature. It's gonna take a while. Let's give it about 5 minutes to get a good reading on the output temperature. It's going down. Okay, right now it's, what time is it right now? Oh, this is wrong. Hold on, let me fix my clock here. Like 1:30 right now, so let me fix a clock here so I can get a accurate time. Okay, you put the right time. It's like 1:30, and give this a chance to get a reading. It's pretty damn hot in here, man. I don't think it's working. Okay, almost there. Come on. We're giving it time to kind of cool off a little bit. It's not too hot of a day today. Okay, it's 1:30, so we could keep track of the time here. Okay, inside the vehicle we have it's getting hotter in here. So now it's 91 degrees. Alright. Okay, give this time. Let's give it, there it is. It's down to 60. Give this a few minutes to get down. So 130. We'll be back in 5 minutes. I think it's getting hotter in here, man, because when I got in the vehicle, I had to open the door, so now it's starting to heat soak in here nicely. Okay, so it's down to 60 degrees. Okay, let's wait a little bit. 130. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Let's leave this right here. You know what? Let's leave it right here. Since it's going to cool down the entire freaking van, since the van isn't 26 feet, let's go ahead and just put it on my bed right here. Okay? So just put it on my bed. It's 1:30 right now. 5 minutes, I'll be back. Alright. Okay, about 7 minutes later. Check out my arm. So, it's hot in here, man. Let's see if we got any improvement. 92.5 degrees in here. I don't think it's changing at all. It's about the same. It went up even higher. Went up another 0.4. So I think that initial 88 degrees is when I opened the door, like the heat escaped. Now that the van is closed up, so it's getting hotter in here. The output temperature is 56.2, but here you go. Here's a piece of paper. Let's see how far it goes out. The actual air comes out right there. So about, I don't know, it goes out about 8 inches maybe. So, yeah. So let's go down. There it is. Yeah, about 8 inches. On the website, they say you could put a PCV elbow, like a 90-degree elbow that comes out, you know, but it's not going to do much. So there you go. How much longer should we do this little test? 55.3, that's not too bad for the air right here, but false advertising, man. I don't think this thing's going to cool down a 26-foot trailer. Still 92.9 and not 93.8. It's going up in here. It's going up in here. Here's my arm. It's not good. Alright, let's see if the ice is at least doing okay. Accidentally unplugged it. Okay, let's see how the ice is doing. $5 of ice down the toilet. The ice is melting now. Starting to. I'll go ahead and see how long the ice lasts. Just go ahead and do it. It's $5 down the toilet anyway. Alright, let's go back in like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Yeah, what time is it? 1:40. I'll go back at 2 o'clock. See how much ice we have left at 2 o'clock. Alright. Okay, it's 2:08 right now. It's pretty much unbearable in this van. Not comfortable at all. When we first started, the van was 88 degrees. We're up to 95.8. So that initial 88 degrees is when the heat escaped out of the van, and now the van is just heat soaking. It's almost 10 degrees hotter in here 38 minutes later. So I've had this here the whole time, right on the bed, right next to the so-called AC. It's not even spot cooling this area. Didn't even drop the van's temperature by 1 degree. It's actually hotter in here, so this thing is pretty much worthless. Very, very disappointing. Made in the USA. I try to plug Made in America products all the time. I try my best to support US workers and support our economy, but this thing's a total fail. A prestigious boating magazine said that this will cool down an entire boat. They're just a bunch of sellouts. This company probably paid them to say that because this thing doesn't work at all. 26-foot trailer won't even cool I don't know, 14-foot van, if that. So I'm one of the suckers that fell for this. You know, it happens, man. I'm sure a lot of us fell for this. I thought it was cool. It's a nice compression fit, so you know, it's a good advertisement. The ice is about halfway melted now. See how far down it's getting? It started off right here. It's about right here now. But it's a nice advertising campaign that these guys have. I tested this about a year ago, and I wanted to give this thing a fair test. I knew it wasn't going to work, but when I tested it a year ago, I got one of those disposable styrofoam coolers. I taped the edges to give it a nice compression fit so the steel is nice and tight with the fan and the ice. But I said, you know what, I'm going to test it when I could give it a proper, fair test, because this is the cooler that this thing's made for. Thankfully, Walmart has a nice return policy. I'm going to return this tomorrow. $25. So their thing was $25 for the cooler, $40 for this, and you got yourself a $65 mini air conditioner. But it doesn't work at all. You're better off just taking this thing out and using it as a fan like this. Just hold it next to you. This is working better than the actual cooler. So yeah, it sucks. So I just unplugged it and you put it back in. Oh yeah, $65 and then $5 for the ice. So $70. So all in all, I wasted $45 for this thing. But like I said, I was looking for, you know, cooling option. You're better off taking the throwaway styrofoam cooler, cutting a hole in it, putting a PCV elbow, 12-volt fan. It's going to work a little better than this, but it doesn't work too great. Yeah, it'll work for about 2 hours until the ice melts. Longer at night, but hot day like this in a van. I mean, outside it's about 75, 80 degrees, but inside the van it's hotter because, you know, it's going to heat soak in a vehicle. So forget about using this. You know, if you're on a road trip, you got a hot van, closing up all the doors, this isn't going to cool down your van at all. So yeah, hot day like this, you know, in a hot vehicle, you're gonna blow through that ice quick, even if you make your own AC. Surprisingly, as cheap as this thing is, I haven't seen any reviews on it on YouTube. There's a few reviews on Amazon, which I should have read before I bought it. A bunch of 1 stars and like 1 5-star. The company that made this thing gave their own product a 5 stars, which is cute. But yeah, I should have read Amazon before I bought this thing. One video on YouTube, some prepper made a shit hit the fan video about shit hit the fan air conditioners and said this would be a good product. I don't think the guy even tested the product. He just took it out of the box and said this will make a good product when the world ends. No, it wouldn't. Let's say, for argument's sake, it does work. You still have to buy ice. Where are you going to buy ice when the world explodes and ends? Doesn't make any sense. Alright, so there's your review on the KoolerAire 12-volt AC. It doesn't work. Don't do it. Yeah, you're better off, you know, buying a, you know, styrofoam cooler, 12-volt fan, PCV elbow, and even then that won't work too well. Yeah, air will probably go out like 10 inches. And then your ice will be gone, I don't know, about 2 hours. This is almost gone. I'm going to put this in my other 12-volt AC that actually works. Alright, KoolerAire, don't buy it, it sucks. Alright everyone, kick ass, be safe, and take it easy.